This is an army facility for turning wildlife into weapons.
Civilians aren't allowed in here, are they?
We'll have to be sure and tell them if we see any.
Part 35. This is the first part, or I think this is the first area in the game where we can actually get debuffed, quote-unquote, by the enemies, because these guys right here can inflict poison on you. And
they can inflict poison, and there's another element that I'm trying to think of. And
at this point in the game, I don't think you can heal your debuffs, so you kind of have to deal with it just by healing yourself.
Yeah, notice the HP difference now.
Yeah, these guys are way more powerful. Oh yeah, and my HP is extremely up.
That's what grinding gets for you, but here's one thing you have to realize. Even if you grind and max out your characters, it's only giving you a temporary boost until your Crystarium gets expanded again.
Well, Crystarium, or upgrading your characters through Crystarium does help a lot, and also upgrading your weapons.
But that's the thing, James.
That's a shitload.
Even if you know how to upgrade the Crystarium, you're not going to do much of anything if you don't know how to play the game or use tactics.
Because, like, I think later on, like, Hope is bad at what's it called, combat, and what else? Like, Lightning's good in combat and Ravager, but I mean, she's good at medic too, but she's way better in combat and Ravager. So, like, for some of her, like, when I get CP, I would level up her Ravager and Commando first before her medic. And for Hope, like, for like medic and Ravager or Synergist, I would upload, or not upload, I would upgrade those, but I would also try to avoid some areas. Like, he'll go like plus strength 3, but he's bad at combat, so I'll try to avoid that as much as possible.
But it's always good to upgrade those and when you get to them. That's what I usually do, because it does help in the future.
Yeah.
Now, as you can see, Hope is inflicted with poison.
Yeah, but I'm healing myself because I can't get rid of it. And I forget what you call it. What's that thing called where you heal your buffs? Esuna?
Esuna, yeah.
Esuna, yeah, or whatever. Yeah, that one. I don't know when I learned that. Probably Chapter 7. I might learn that.
Chapter 7.
Cannot wait.
Chapter 7 is amazing.
I hate this music that's playing right now.
Actually, Chapter 7 is the first chapter where you get this certain new person to join up.
Yes, that is true.
How about this, light?
And you've already seen this new person, and I'm not going to tell you where.
We have. Game's been out for over a year, but I'm not going to spoil everything yet.
Honestly, people who have played this game, if you don't know who we're talking about, you don't deserve to.
There's actually a lot of people who have not played this game, guarantee.
I bet you there haven't. It's only been a year, or a little over a year.
Yeah. I still keep playing this game, goddamn. It's addicting.
I don't think I'm like my 4th playthrough. I'm getting ready to start my 5th, and I'm still not bored with it.
Yeah, sure, like, wow, I don't know, it's just addicting. So, just level up your characters and Crystarium, like, what the fuck does it do? Nothing, but it's fun.
It's like smoking, except this won't kill you.
It won't. Well, it might, if you play too long.
Yeah, if you sit on your ass, like, every single day of your life, not eating, drinking water, just playing a game.
Like World of Warcraft.
Yes, like Warcraft. I'm pretty damn sure there are people who do that.
Sadly.
Hence the South Park episode, which I love so much.
Yeah. I don't watch South Park at all.
Oh, it's not that bad.
I don't watch... I don't watch any Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad, South Park. I don't watch any of that. I barely watch TV anymore.
Alright, people. I hope you're noticing that that it's being a lot harder to kill enemies now. And that's going to keep going on.
Yeah, I mean, just like, look at these guys. I am fully maxed out. At this point in the game, I'm fully maxed with all my characters, Lightning and Hope, in this chapter. Cannot level up anymore. I think I'll be able to level up once I beat that boss coming up. But right now I'm maxed, and those enemies are still kind of hard to kill. Just imagine how hard they would be to kill if I didn't level up or grind.
Exactly, and this is going to continue to happen throughout the entire game.
Yeah.
You're going to want to have yourself at a, well, I'm not saying you should always max yourself out, just have yourself at a level that you're comfortable with.
Well, not to mention my weapons at this point aren't really maxed out either. Plus, I got Hope's Hawkeye, and I don't think that's leveled up at all. It could be, I don't know, but it's not leveled up to the point where I want it to be.
Yes.
Before I wanted to fight the boss, I wanted each weapon to be at least level 10. And luckily I got it there, but right now it's not there, so...
Yep. That's how this game works. Like, if you know how to play the game, like me and James do, you can beat bosses without being fully leveled up, as James just demonstrated.
And I mean, I remember my first playthrough, I had such a hard time with this chapter, and I'm kind of laughing now because this chapter was extremely easy to me in my second playthrough.
I'm laughing at myself because on my recent 4th playthrough, I went through the entire game without dying on a single boss.
It was crazy because on my first playthrough, when I fought the chapter 5 boss coming up, I think I died 2 or 3 times, and on this second playthrough, I'm pretty sure I beat it in less than 5 minutes, and it was just like, wow, I got everything perfectly right, and I didn't die at all. It just made me happy.
That's because you really figured out how to play the game.
Yeah, and I did not figure out how to, I did not figure out the combat system on my first playthrough until chapter 7, believe it or not.
The combat system becomes much more complicated.
Yeah, I actually did not know how to stagger enemies until chapter 7, or like how to officially stagger. I thought I thought Commando did what Ravager did, and what Ravager was Commando, but it was the exact opposite.
We went over this in like the first set or the 3rd set or whatever, James.
Maybe really? Well, I didn't start upgrading until chapter 7.
Also, I forgot to mention a very critical role about the Saboteur. The Saboteur essentially does what the Commando and Ravager does together. Like, if you're inflicting debuffs on an enemy, it will increase their stagger bar, but also keep it steady like the Commando does.
And it actually makes the wait, did you say that makes the stagger bar go up?
And it also keeps it steady.
Yeah.
It does both, pretty much.
It does both.
I was able to stagger an Adamant Toys like that, like 8 times.
Who's better at saboteuring, Vanille or the upcoming new character?
I would say Vanille because she's the only one that can learn the death spell.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh god, James, I want you to make a video of you trying to fight an Adamant Toys without death.
I will. I'm actually going to try to get the ultimate weapons before I beat the final boss.
The Adamant Toys is right now is a dick. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I can probably get the trapezohedron on chapter 12, right before the area where the turtle falls through the glass.
And it sucks when you beat it because most of the time it's not worth its weight in gold, but that's times that it is when you get a certain rare item.
Yeah, which rare item? The one that costs 10,000 or the one that's 150,000?
Both, but mainly the trapezohedron.
Well, the trapezohedron, I'm not selling that. I'm going to be upgrading that, obviously, and the other one I'll just sell.
You need that to upgrade your ultimate weapon.
Yeah.
You must have it. You must have it.
I mean, I'll try to get at least 3. That way I can have it on my main party, and the other 3 I'll just do.
Still yet to get because this game's trying to bullshit me now.
Yeah. And I don't know if I'm going to go after Treasure Hunter. I really don't know if I really want. I mean, I want to get it, but God, you have to do so much shit to go after it.
Oh, Treasure Hunter. Oh my God. You're just stacking up on CP, aren't you?
Yeah, because at this point, like I said, I'm fully upgraded, and I can't use CP, so I'm just gathering it. Because I guess normally I would go back and yeah, they're talking, I don't care. I would normally go back and, I forgot.
Feral Behemoth, people. Feral Behemoth. Not too hard.
Yeah, I actually have to Libra this guy. Oh, and really fast, later on in this chapter, you actually switch to Lightning, and I forgot that she had Odin with him, so when I went to Libra with one guy, I accidentally summoned Odin, because the summon is before the Libra. So just,
nice. Yeah,
so just be wary when you use anyone that has an Eidolon. Like when you go to Libra someone, the summon button is before the Libra. Because like with Hope, I can just go down to techniques and just press AAA, and Libra comes on. And like when I go Lightning, if I do that, I summon Odin. So just, you know, try not to summon Odin. Unless you need to. But I did summon Odin, and I kicked the guy's ass, but it was like on like a...
Do you summon Odin in the upcoming...
I do not. I wanted to, and I forgot. I was kind of pissed off. But I was doing so well not summoning him, so I guess I kind of wanted to keep the groove going.
Oh man, I can't wait until Hope gets the castle. It doesn't even fit him.
Gets the castle?
Who do you think I'm talking about?
His Eidolon?
Yes.
Okay.
The castle.
That's what you call it, the castle?
When he's in his Gestalt.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, it's kind of like a fortress.
Fortress.
Oh, and lightning nose launch. Very useful.
Launch, yes, you knock people up in the air and you continue to hit them.
This is a non-ending butt fuck.
Now, here's another thing you should also know. That notice the CP that he gets for these fights. It's like 100 to 200 at some points.
I think this guy gives me like 60 CP. I'll find out in a second.
At the end of this game, you'll be getting like fucking 20,000 to 80,000 CP a kill.
How much do you... Yeah, I got 64 from this guy. And I got like 104 from those slugs that were infinitely
That just
easier.
shows you how much leveling you have to do when you get like 60,000 to 20,000 from an enemy.
How much do you get from the Animate Toys? 80,000?
You get 40,000 with the growth egg, it's 80.
Oh, nice. So yeah, would you recommend later on in the game when you're going after Trapezohedrons, would you revert to your last save? That way you can just keep fighting them over and over again, or would you just keep fighting them to get the CP?
I'll just say I do both pretty much. Like when I'm fighting one and I want to get a Trapezohedron, I will revert. But if I'm trying to get a Trapezohedron and I get pissed off at the fight, I'll just say fuck it and I'll keep the CP.
Yeah, because CP is useful. Also, before the game ends, I'm going to go after the growth egg.
The growth egg. That is very, very useful.
I'm using death.
You'll double the CP.
Yeah, oh, that's going to be so useful.
James, you might want to get the growth egg like when you have over 10,000 health, because if not, it will rape you.
I probably will do some few side missions to build up my guys, and once I get up there, I'll go after the growth egg, and then, oh my god, it's going to be so much easier for me to level up.
You can sell the growth egg for like 225,000.
I could sell it?
225,000.
I could sell it, but I actually found out that you can upgrade it, and that actually makes up a new item towards the treasure hunter thing.
I don't think you can upgrade it.
Well, maybe upgrade it to like max and maybe get more CP out of it. I don't know.
If you upgrade it to max and you dismantle it, you get a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah. Cutscene.
Like there's actually an item that you can only get by dismantling the growth egg.
Take 5. What's eating you? Okay, I can tell you're hung up on something. Is it the Lassie thing? It's Snow, isn't it? What happened with him?
You wouldn't understand.
You and I are partners, Hope.
My mother was killed because of him. It's his fault. And he needs to pay for it. I'm not ready yet, but I will be soon. That's why I followed you. Snow dragged us all into this. You and me, your sister Sarah. He's gotta pay.
Yeah, this is where we... Fuck. This is where we become lightning now.
And now you have access to Odin, which James completely forgot about.
Yeah, and actually, I think I activate... I might activate... Oh, I do not activate in this video because this video is going to end in a few seconds. So you can actually talk about the growth egg in part 36. We're making good time. We're not... Unlike in the Ville Peaks, I'm not, thinking of what the fuck to... I'm not thinking about what to do. Wow.
Stuttering.
Oh, and I'm not doing the redneck voice. Not doing the redneck.
Please, God, no.
I'm not. I need to talk slower.
No more redneck voice. I'm tired of that shit.